have we got an easy system inspired by Dennis. He was working with some people that came down to Casino Quest, and he wanted something very easy, a way where they can just, doesn't matter what table they're on, just a minimum investment. They don't have to throw in any money. You don't have to figure out what the power press is or anything like that. Okay, so here's how it works. Whatever the minimum is, you bet the minimum inside. So $10 table is going to be 44 inside. No matter what hits. Okay, so you have the 5, 6, and the 8 and 9. Okay, so it does matter a little bit, all right? But here's what you do. Any one of these numbers is going to pay $14, okay? And what you do is, what I would suggest is, if the 8 or 9 hits, you just use all of the money, including the 9, and you go and you press up the 8, okay? If the 5 hits or the 6 hits, it's going to pay 14, and you take down the 5, use all that money, and you press the 6. Now, what's going to happen is, hopefully, you're going to get another 6 or 8. Doesn't matter, right? And both of these numbers now have, and I'm breaking this down here, have $36 on them, okay? 36 bucks, which pay $42. So if you're lucky enough to get another 6 and 8, which is 10 ways the dice, now you tell the dealer, you say, hey dealer, take me down to 64 across, and it's just this easy, okay? Here. They'll have all the aces. Now look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. You have $50 here, you're out. In this scenario, if you hit both numbers. If this scenario, yeah, if you hit both the sides. So in the other scenario, you win a few dollars, but you basically get up. So this is really for the beginner or the person who just doesn't want to keep track of the units. Let the dealer do all the work. It's that easy. All right. And then if it is a $10 game, guess what I would say? I think you only need 300 bucks. I would have said 400, but yeah. But because this is my favorite buy-in. You know what I'm saying? Did you see the butter on that one? Let the player do the work, dude. I'm busy. I got stuff to do. You know what I'm saying? All right, look at this. This is a $50 nut because Triple D's got a $50 nut. Yeah, buddy. I'm just saying. Look at that. Did that look buttery right there? Did you see that? Okay. Well, all right. Can I get some dice? You can get some dice, dude. Let's get some action. Are you short? Are you short? How short are you? Okay. All right. Let's get a roll, will you? As short as you. I know. Short enough. That's a 4, easy. A 3-1, a 3 and a dot. Wins you the pot. Good number to be on. But not a lot on this pot, you sad sot. Okay. What? I know. It's crazy. All right, so here we go. Any inside number, it's 18 ways of the dice. That's a good place to be. 6 a highway, 2 trees, and a tall forest. Now, if you wanted to, you could have gone from the 6 to the 5, but for the sake of the scenario, move my 5 and put all that money back on the 6. That's it. All you say, because you see how it's the 5 and 6? So you use this money with the 5, right? 24 and 12, 36 bucks. And look, I'm just going to go like this. Bam. You see how I did that? All right, here we go. So now we're looking really for 6, 8, or 9. That's really where we want to be. Oh, did you see that? Wow, that's a 6, deuce, 8, and skate. That was crazy. That was a little nerve-wracking. Okay, now watch this. Same thing. Take my 9. Same thing. Go to 36. Take the 9. Now you got 36, 8, 6, and 8. You got 10 ways of the dice covered. And a 6. Wow, it's a 5-1, and guess what? You got her done, dude. Yep. Fantastic. Okay, let me go pay you $42. Oh, 42. Now look at this. Now here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take this down. We're gonna give you 64 across, and go ahead and put $50 in your rack, sir. You can practice this strategy on Crapsy. I know. Okay, you could. All right, here we go. There you go. Now you got 64 across in 3 easy. By the way, you did that perfectly. You realize that, right? It worked out perfect. That was like you. That is just absolute perfect. And that was the 7 out. Siete el fuera. You don't feel it because you got out. I felt nothing, dude. I didn't even know it was there. Not even a prick. Not even a small little. Just nothing. I felt nothing. Okay, so he gave me another $44 on the inside. We're gonna give him a dollar change. We're gonna use these. And we'll set these up, okay? All right, here we go. 44 inside. Oh, we love the purples. Purple Durple. I love purple. Oh, wait, that's 1 down on the exterior for sure again. That's a 6 easy. Yeah, 5-1. We're out on a 6er in the mixer. All right, here we go. We mark in the 6. So the point in the game is on 6. We want another 6 before the bad number, preferably. 6, an easy winner. We have a winner, folks.
Now watch this. My 5, put it all on the 6.
So there's 24. We're going to add $1.
You should probably say take my 5 down and then take my 6 to 36.
Yeah, just tell them use the 5 and use all the money, including the 5. Press the 6. Oh, wow!
You're really trying to fling them over.
What a mess! What a mess! Okay, here we go. 9 El Niner from Pastor Diener. Okay, we don't have to talk about a leaner because that would be meaner, and then we'd be neener on the 9. It's a 6-1, and they say you are done with the 6-1. All right, here we go. We got another 50, okay? Deal, by the way, it doesn't look that buttery. I'm giving you the same dice. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Because these apparently a 5-5, a non-fielder. I didn't realize like it looked anything close to that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it was a YouTube person that was like about an oil slick. He deals like an oil slick. 10 hard, 2 5s. Would that go over as well? The same. Yeah, understood. 9 El Niner. All right, we got. Look at this. So
take my 9 down and put all the money on the 8.
There you go. That's perfect. Look at that. Do you see how I just stacked it up there? Just all the money, just like you told me. I don't even need to worry about it. The odds are a 6 easy, 4 deuce in the caboose.
Take my 5 down, put it all on the 6.
And the moose said it. 6 or 8 really, 10 ways to the dice. 6, he did it. By the way, I think there's a lot of people that are getting the tingles right now.
I think the reason I came up with this was how do you power press without adding any money? That was kind of the idea.
How do you do it? How do you do it, everybody? Now watch this. So it pays 42, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put $50. I'm going to take 8. See what I'm saying? See what I did right there? Now I'm going to take the rest of this money, and you're going to say, hey, give me 64, because I want to throw dealers a way forward without them feeling like they got stroked. And now look, $50 change. I used it. It's exactly right. You know what I'm saying? Oh, all over the place today.
He didn't expect me to hit it twice.
No, I didn't. I didn't expect you to hit it. El dos. 8 easy 8. That's an 8. And now what do you do? Now,
if you're very beginner, I would go press collect. But because I'm not a very beginner, I'm just going to do a power press. He's
a veteran, sir. He's a veteran. He's going to power press. So we're going to give him $1 because he's going to 30. The power press here is 30.
But yeah, if you can't follow power presses, just
press and collect. Just tell the dealer, hey, press me up. And then once your rack is looking great, or if you already have a pre-existing good-looking rack, you just go for it because you're already winning with that. You going to a quarter?
Yeah.
Some people come with their own rack and it looks fantastic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they could press. They could double press. They don't have to collect. We're not telling you to always collect.
Yeah. You do you.
Yeah, you do you. If that rack ain't easy, because if that rack's already been paying off for years, you might not need to collect right away. So, but Dennis wants to collect. He needs work on his rack. His rack is a bit. It doesn't have the depth that you really need. That would be El Siete.
Let's do it one more time. Just
one more. Uno más.
Well, the other one's on the floor.
The other one's on the floor. Oh yeah, I'm looking around for it. I forgot. It was so long ago. I'm already. Okay, here we go. 44. All right. Frazzle mode.
Yeah. Whoa.
That is no roll. Lady. Someone. 3 craps. It's a brand new game. It's a 7. That's a win. You find the time. And it's a 2 craps ace. And it's a 4. It's a 3-1. We got Little Joe in play. Little Joe, not the Big Joe. Not to be confused with Big Joe. It's just Little Joe. Because every now and then you got to pull Little Joe out by the ears and say, hey, Little Joe. Anyways, let's get a roll.
What's with you?
You can edit all of this out, I'm sure. 8 easy 8, 8 easy a 6 deuce, 8 to skate. Okay, watch this.
Take my 9 down, put it all on the 8.
Boom. And I'm just going to stack it up. I'm just going to do that. Look at that. Save myself a lot of steps. Just pound it.
From a dealer's perspective, I think it's better to leave it that way so you can set it up later.
Because there's a good chance that, you know what I mean? 7. That's what I'm saying. Perfect. You see what I mean? Cooked it, and cooked it. Yeah. All right. So there it is. It's a 7 out.
Well, before you pull this down,
okay.
Just show them what it would be if I did win this one and what you would have.
All right. So if you had happened to hit
the 8,
okay, you would have had 42. Here, let's do this. So I'm going to pay 45 for 3. Okay. And let's see, if you'd have told me, give me 64 across, right? There is 50, 64, right? and you would have walked away with a $36 win out of $8.
So you're in 8.
I think if you're a beginner, it's a great way to start the game because it's very easy. Just a minimum inside, hit 1, press inside. I mean, you're still following our basic logic. All right, but let's see. The rating is coming up, folks, so stand by. All right, let's see what he's got. Ooh.
I'm a little down.
Yeah, but not much. I mean, look at this. So 150, 258. You're down $42.
So I'm down a bullet and change.
1 bullet, basically. All right, well, what do you think, buddy? What's your rating? What does Dennis rate his own system?
I'm a little torn, actually.
Wow, a little torn.
One major thing that would suck, which we didn't really see here, is like 9 hits, then 9 hits again.
Or some dude rolled 4 8 times.
I don't know. You talk about it. I gotta think about this.
Really?
I gotta think about this.
I mean, for simplicity's sake, that's why we did it. There's a lot of systems out there, a lot of ways where people don't want to reinvest the money or they get confused on the power presses. So for the sake of simplicity, I do like it. And you're leaning into the math, which also makes sense because if you're talking to somebody who's really about the math, this is sort of the math. But I agree with you. That's the caveat is what's the real opportunity? You have to, it's 10 ways of the dice, granted, but that's still 26 other ways of the dice that you no longer have any action on. You follow?
I want to give it like a 4.5 because I think it's almost a golden banana.
Really?
But not quite there.
Wow. Here's what it is. If it's a beginning player, it has opportunity as a very simple system. There's no doubt about it. Because you don't have to know anything.
Yeah.
You just literally say, hey, dealer, take all that money and press the 1 number. And then after that, you just have to say, give me the minimum across once that hits. So for that, yes, I agree. It's close to a golden banana, very specifically for that. But if you are past the beginning stage, I would think that there's less opportunity here, even with that kind of investment.
That's fair.
All right, well, there you go. There's your Triple D special.
We're off to Patreon.
Off to Patreon.